Good evening, Namibia. Our topic for tonight is the Namibianization of the fishing industry. The question that we're asking tonight is how far have we gone? Just to give you a little bit of context, in 2011, the fishing industry was able to provide about 13,000 direct jobs and contributes about 3.2% to the GDP. That's the gross domestic product. But we'll give you more facts later on in the program. Back to you, Yvonne.
Namibia, we are approaching Election Day on 28 November 2014, and we are interrogating the questions that affects the lives of our Namibian people. And tonight, as we talk about localizing the fishing industry, I'm joined tonight on the panel by an esteemed guest. And I want to start with Mr. Mati Amkwa. You are the chairperson of the Federation of the Namibian Fishing Associations here in Namibia. Welcome to the program, sir.
Good evening, and thank you for having me.
Very well. And next to him, we have Heinrich Hafeni. He's the chairperson of the Namibian Commerce of NCCI, who is the Swakopmund branch here in Namibia. Welcome to the program, Hafeni.
Thank you very much for welcoming me. Thank you.
And last but not least, also our host, he's the director of the research center here in Hentis Bay, Professor Omoregi. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Yvonne. Yes. Welcome, viewers, and it's nice to be with you this evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Namibia, as we're talking about Namibianizing the fishing industry, we need to ask the question, how does the fishing industry contribute to the lives and the changing of the lives of our Namibian people? And I want Patrick to introduce the social media platforms before we continue this conversation. Patrick?
Well, Namibia, as you know, before we get to the social media platform, we also have an audience here tonight at the research center that is mostly students and stakeholders from the industry. But you at home are not left alone as well. You can join us via our Facebook platform. That's on our social media platforms. Facebook, our hashtag is NBC News-8. NBC News-8. Yvonne, actually, I've already posted a question for Namibia to share their views on what you think on the topic tonight, which is the Namibianization of the fishing industry. I think we're ready for the talk to start, Yvonne.
A little bit later in the program, Namibia will also join a studio audience. But before we get there, I want to start the conversation tonight, perhaps with you, Professor. You're the host and the director of the center. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about what does your research center do here in Hentis Bay?
Thank you once again. Good evening, viewers. The Sam Nujoma campus of the University of Namibia is based here in Hentis Bay and operates primarily as a research center and as well as training institution. We are focusing mainly on fisheries and marine resources, whereby we train the needed high-level manpower for the industries.
Mm-hmm. And Mati, what does your organization do in relation to the fishing industry?
No, organization, which is a confederation of the Namibian Fishing Associations. It's an umbrella association which house all the fishing associations. This include the hake, horse mackerel, monk, small pelagic, large pelagic, and so forth. And the main objectives of our associations is actually to strive and promote the interest of the industry and engage all the stakeholders, which is now the government, the Ministry of Fisheries, Ministry of Trade and Finance, and so forth. That's it in the nutshell.
Mr. Afeni, the chamber, what do they do in relation to the fishing industry?
Thank you. The NCCI is the representative of the business, the private sector here in Namibia. We are not a sector-based organization. As NCCI, we are there for the business community. What we do is we will engage businesses to come and be members of the chamber, whereby we share information, business linkages, do advocacy, or basically, business is the premier voice of business Namibia. So that is what NCCI is about. So us being here is the eye of the private sector.
Very well.
Thank you.
We're happy to have you. Professor Omoregi, just an indication of what does the fishing industry look like? If you're talking about an overview of the fishing industry in Namibia, at least from the university's point of view.
Yes, an overview, the fishing industry contributes tremendously, to socio-economic development of the country. And over the past years, it has been doing this, and I will say it's been doing it successfully. Before independence, the fisheries resources was like a free-for-all. But immediately after independence, the government thought it wise to regulate the industry, most especially the resources itself in the sea. And lots of regulations have been put in place to ensure that this is so. And over these years, one can see the progress, in the increasing contribution of the fishing industry to the economy. Immediately after independence, probably contributing about $1 billion. I don't have the correct figures for that, but right now, since 2007 up to now, it's increased gradually from $3 billion annually to about $7 billion as we speak today. And that, to me, is a great contribution in terms of meeting the government's initiatives to enhance the benefit, from its resources.